Former Prime Minister Imran Khan and former Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi have been sentenced to 10 years in the politically motivated Cypher case by a court in Pakistan through a secret jail trial. The secret jail trial was suspended twice by the Islamabad High Court for the manner in which it was being conducted, yet Pakistan's powerful quarters continued to push for a conviction prior to the February 8 polls in a bid to tame Mr. Khan's unprecedented approval rating and popularity amongst Pakistanis. Since Friday, dozens of witnesses not only recorded their testimony but were also cross-examined by state defense lawyers as Mr. Khan and Mr. Qureshi's right to their own legal counsel was stripped. Mr. Khan's party, the PTI, called the trial a bogus, politically motivated case while condemning the sham trial and conviction. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan, who has been under illegal incarceration now for 178 days and was sentenced to 10 years in an illegal, politically motivated sham jail trial, has sent a message to Pakistanis from his jail cell calling for calm. And quote, "This is not a trial but a fixed match whose outcome was predetermined by the characters and planners of the London plan and their pawns. This is why I already know the decision of this case," end quote, said Mr. Khan, referring to secret meetings in London between Nawaz Sharif and the powerful quarters. Mr. Khan appealed to his supporters to stay calm, saying, and quote, "These people want to provoke you by giving me a harsh sentence in this case so that when you go out on the streets and protest, and they will inject unknown people into the protest just like the May 9th false flag operation," end quote, referring to unknown individuals who resorted to vandalism and were never identified. Peaceful PTI workers instead were picked up by military authorities and are facing military trials. Mr. Khan called on Pakistanis to come out in large numbers on polling day, and quote, "This is your war and this is your test that you have to take revenge for every injustice through your vote on February 8th while remaining peaceful. Innocent Pakistanis imprisoned in jails for the last 8 months will get justice and be released only with your vote. I believe that February 8th will be our victory day, God willing," end quote. According to a report in Dawn, at least 4 people were martyred while 5 were wounded in a bomb blast that targeted a PTI rally in Balochistan, Sibi, police and health officials said. The blast occurred at an election rally organized by PTI candidate Saddam Tareen, who is contesting the upcoming polls from the NA 253 Ziyarat constituency. And quote, "We strongly condemn this heartbreaking incident and demand that attention should be given to suppressing terrorists instead of PTI workers. A full investigation of the incident should be conducted and the criminal negligence of the supervising governments should also be investigated to bring those responsible to justice," end quote, the party said in a post on social media platform X. Besides this terrorist attack, PTI rallies have been targeted by state agencies and police who have cracked down by arresting participants and candidates in unprecedented pre-poll rigging. Qatar's Prime Minister has said good progress was made during a meeting between intelligence officials from Egypt, Israel, and the United States over the weekend to discuss a possible deal to secure a truce in the Israel-Hamas war and the release of captives held by Palestinian groups in Gaza. Spy chiefs from the 3 countries, which have been leading negotiations and agreements to pause fighting since the start of the war on October 7th, met over the weekend in the French capital, Paris. The sides discussed a potential deal that would include a phased truce that would see women and children released first and humanitarian aid entering the besieged Gaza Strip, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani confirmed on Monday. Qatar's Prime Minister also said that Hamas had demanded a permanent ceasefire as a precondition to enter negotiations. And quote, "I believe we moved from that place to a place that potentially might lead to a ceasefire permanently in the future," end quote, he said. Israel has killed over 26,600 people since the bombing began after the October 7th events.